Okay, well, everybody's back, yeah. I'm Alexander, I'm your host for today. I'm 34 years old, I live in Russia, and yeah, I like learning and speaking English. So what are we gonna do today? As always, as you know, we just discuss some questions, some topics. I've prepared some topics for today. I see a lot of new people. I see some people who have been here before. I see some new people. Again, what we do here, again, like I've just said a moment ago, we don't do any like teaching or learning. We just speak, we just talk, we practice what we have learned before. And as I like to point out, if you want to speak well, you have to speak a lot. You have to practice a lot. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna split you up into smaller groups of 2, 3, 4 people. We have like 21 participant right now, so probably like 6 or 7 groups. And after maybe 5, 7, 10 minutes of discussing, I will bring you back, where I will ask some of you, well, I will ask all of you to maybe, if I have a volunteer, and so that you do a little bit of a public speaking, you know, talk to everyone, kind of answer this question or give your opinion on this topic. All right. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. Last week after the meeting, I ran a poll in the group. So thank you all who participated in the poll. I appreciate the feedback that I got. Apparently most of the people understand what I'm saying. I hope that what I'm saying, my pronunciation, my speech, my English doesn't create a lot of problems for you in terms of understanding. Okay, another point. Right now I'm going to screen share the first question. It's going to be a very easy question. First question is easy. And then we will, you know, move on to a little bit more, you know, complicated questions. So I'm going to screen share. And what you may want to do, take a screenshot or maybe copy paste it, I don't know, or just to remember, maybe write it down. So let me do this quickly, screen share. Yeah. So question number 1, very easy, like I said. Let's talk hobbies. What are some of your hobbies? What do you like to do? You know, I mean, easy question, reading, doing sports, doing yoga, I don't know, maybe doing something special. So let's talk about this, and I'll give you maybe 5, 7, 10 minutes, like I said, and then we will come back, and maybe some of you would like to share their hobbies with everyone else, for maybe do some public speaking for 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, now hang on with me for just a moment. I'm gonna split you up into 6 groups, I think. Hopefully this will work. All right. You should have a pop-up window on your screen. Press yes, and you'll be able to speak to in your group. Елена, Ольга. All right, let's wait for the others. Oh yeah, everybody is back now. Welcome back, guys. Again, question to everybody. Do I have a volunteer who would like to speak to all of us about the importance of sleep? No, anyone?
We have interesting question.
Yes, Tatiana, go ahead.
To summarize our our conversation, we were arguing about the method of learning English and how to
Oh,
speak
wow.
correct.
You went
How
off
to
topic.
speak correct, yes.
Okay.
Например, сейчас по-русски. Мы не знали, мы говорили о том, что у каждого есть там проблемы. Вот у меня, у Ольги, есть проблемы со сном. И у меня был вопрос, а что вы делаете, чтобы эти проблемы, ну, как-то снивелировать, исключить, ну, как-то их избавиться от них? Ну, и мы пришли к такой фразе некрасивой. What do you do to... Там что-то такое с этими проблемами. А есть такое слово overcome. Это было бы корректно построить фразу, например, what are you doing to overcome these problems? Or there is another version how to say correct this
Well,
phrase.
I personally wouldn't use the word overcome in this case, like, to overcome this problem. However, I think it is possible. I think in a certain context, I would just say, how do you deal with this problem? How do you manage this problem? Or if you want to sound more fancy, how do you tackle this problem? If you're into rugby or American football, you say tackle a lot. I'm not into rugby.
Tackle this problem.
How do you deal? Yeah, how do you deal with this problem?
How do you deal?
Yeah, то есть как с ней справиться, скажем.
Deal with?
Yes.
How do you deal with? Yes?
Yes.
Nice. This is why I wanted to ask you. How do you deal with it? Yes?
I guess, yeah.
How do you deal or how do you manage with it?
No, you say how do you manage this problem or how do you deal with it?
Всё, поняла.
Татьяна, смотрите, я тоже отвечу по-русски. Не пытайтесь запомнить. Попытайтесь просто обратить на это внимание. И затем, когда вы в следующий раз ее услышите в реальной ситуации, вы ее запомните. Так как сейчас, как правило, это не работает. Вы можете даже записать эту фразу, просматривать ее по утрам, но это очень неэффективно. Просто, как говорится, relax and enjoy the ride. All right? Okay. Tatiana, thank you. Anyone else would like to say something about this issue of sleep, this topic of sleep?
Maybe I can say with
Okay, Marina, go ahead.
my team, we decided sleeping is important for person. I sleep 6 or 7, and my colleague sleep. It's not enough for him. He sleep 8 hours, because if he sleep less, he have headache. Unfortunately. Yeah, and in future, when people older, we decide it's personally sleep more or less. But how I check, then people older, for example, if you live with parents or with grandma and grandfather, they usually wake up early and tell people who live
rise and shine. Yeah, rise and shine.
why you sleep so much, but after they go to sleep during the day. Yeah.
By the way, Marina and everyone, typically in America, at least in Canada, when people speak about sleeping during the day, like siesta or whatever they call it in Spain, it's called taking a nap. You take a nap. Yeah, it's typically referred to like, yeah, I'm gonna take a nap from I don't know, after lunch, maybe you can say. Okay, Marina, thank you. Let's quickly move on to our next question, which I hope won't be the last for today. I hope it won't be. So again, screen share also have to do with sleep. Okay, this one. Early risers versus night owls. So are you an early riser? Well, you know what it means, like waking up early. And I know early depends on what you mean by early. Maybe 8 in the morning is early for you, but for some people, 4 in the morning is early. Like for me, anything that is past 7 in the morning is late. So I guess 7 or earlier is early. But I'd like to hear your opinions. I'd like you to discuss it in your groups. Also, or like, I mean, if you can share this information, who you really are and who you'd like to be if you're not what you want to be. And do you like, is it better to be an early riser or a night owl? And when do you feel you are the most productive? You know, because some people believe like, yeah, I can achieve a lot in the morning. I can, you know, like accomplish a lot in the morning. But others would argue that no, it is during the night from like after midnight when I accomplish the most. So where do you stand on this issue, on this argument? So again, take a screenshot or maybe write it down because I don't have a way to send these questions to you. All right, let's go back to our breakout rooms. This time is going to be 6 rooms. All right, let's go. As always, you should have a pop-up window on your screen. Press yes, and you will be out of here in no time.
Hello.
All right, welcome back again, guys. So I guess, unfortunately, yeah, I promised you that I told you before that I would try to manage this so that we would have one more question, but I guess we are not going to be able to do this. It's 11 in the morning already in the place where I am. And our conversation is almost finished. But before we finish, again, you know what I'm going to do? You do know what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to ask you again, guys. Talk to the public, talk to everyone. So this topic, like early risers and night owls, who are you? Who would you like to be? Have you tried different lifestyles, I guess? No? Anyone? Come on, guys. Last call. Last call for the flight from...
Okay, I will try.
Yes, Yelena, go ahead. Thank
you. I think that I'm more an early riser, yeah, than a night owl, because of course I don't get up so early. I think I usually get up at 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning, and but I have an opportunity to sleep more, but I don't want to do this. And but if I go to bed late, maybe at 1, 12 at night, I get up early too, because I can't sleep too long. I think it maybe depends on my time, my daily routine. That's why I have a habit to get up early.
Okay. And Yelena, do you feel like you're the most productive in the morning or in the night or maybe during the day?
I think I feel productive every through the all day.
Good for you.
Yes, yes.
She is a lot of energy.
Yes, I have a lot of
Well,
energy.
Clear,
she looks like
obviously.
she definitely looks
We
like she
feel it.
got a lot of
Everybody
energy.
feel it.
Yes, yes.
All right, guys, thank you for coming on. It's been a pleasure to observe our conversation growing. I mean, the first time I started, we had like 10 participants. Now we have like 20 or more. Hopefully it will continue to grow. Just remember what I told you in the beginning. It's not about like, you know, teaching or learning. Just enjoy the ride. Just enjoy it. Just get, you know, like there are these rules which I kind of try to follow when it comes to learning a language. And some of them are like just spend time with the language as much as you can. Do not learn grammar. Don't do grammar. My advice, just my honest advice to you, do not learn grammar. And enjoy it. Just do what you like. Enjoy the language. And then when you show up here, you actually practice what you have learned on your own, or I don't know, at school with a tutor or whatever. You practice, you get better, your speaking skills get better. As I often say, if you want to speak well, you gotta speak a lot. So guys, thank you.
Thank you a
And
lot.
Yeah.
that would be it.
Thank you.
Go away
too.
now. Go away.
Day.
No, I'm just kidding.
Thank you, everybody.